You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back, Rudrance, for Black and White Sports 2. Well, anytime I can make a video where I can sort of show off the NFL's greed combined with take a shot at Google/YouTube, yeah, probably going to do that video. I sure am. Now, I've had YouTube TV. It's okay. I've got Sling now, but yeah, I've had it, and Sunday Ticket is on there. Well, the NFL, and more so Google and YouTube, may be in some hot water because they have been nailed with a possible class action lawsuit, it looks like, involving Sunday Ticket. Now, when this whole news broke that it was going to be going to somebody besides DirecTV, the thought process there was that people were going to be able to purchase certain games if they so choose, right? Or just pick the games for a particular team or whatever. There was going to be a lot more a la carte involved, and a lot of people felt like that was the best way to go. But we didn't get that. Instead, boom, another high-ass price a la DirecTV. Not to mention, and keep this in mind, I did a video a while back, an NFL playoff game completely shit the bed on YouTube TV. Why? They couldn't handle the amount of viewers that showed up for an NBA playoff game to stream that game. And there's a lot of concern in the same way that there was concern with the quality issues that emerged when Thursday Night Football went to Amazon Prime streaming. A lot of people think this is about to be a clusterfuck, for lack of a better way of putting it. There it is, okay? That there could be a myriad of issues. Well, something else came out of this article from Florio that was very interesting about Apple. Apple was in the running as their streaming service to also get Sunday Ticket. Well, I think we're finding out the greed that might have come from the NFL involved here, because evidently Apple was going to offer Sunday Ticket at a much lower rate. We don't know what that rate would have been, but I'm sure a lot of the fans that have paid, what, $300 to $400 for this year's Sunday Ticket might have liked a more inexpensive price. Google's expensive purchase of NFL Sunday's Ticket package has come with a free side of litigation. According to Reuters, Google has been sued for information relevant to the pending class action lawsuit against the NFL and DirecTV over the Sunday Ticket package. Google allegedly has failed and refused to provide information regarding retail pricing, rights fees, and subscriber numbers for Sunday Ticket. Why would you not want to put that out? What's the problem there, Google? Google previously has claimed that the production of the requested information would be, quote, unduly burdensome. Make no mistake, they have those exact figures. I mean, come on, stop it. Stop it. It's something no further than a report to run. Make no mistake. Eventually, Google agreed to provide only 3 documents, characterized as, quote, summary presentations regarding the arrangement with the league. The apparent goal is to explore whether the NFL placed restrictions on Google similar to restrictions allegedly placed on DirecTV regarding the price of the package and the requirement that consumers purchase all games over all weeks or none at all. See, I mean, they thought this would be a week to week. You could buy certain games. You didn't have to have it for the full season. There was supposed to be a lot more, or there was a perception anyway, that there was going to be a lot more flexibility for the NFL fan. All right, because let's be honest, the NFL hasn't felt extremely fan-friendly for several years now. And it's a bad look the league's got going at this point, right? Quote, evidence that the NFL imposed restrictions on Google will support the plaintiff's claims that the NFL imposed the same restraints on DirecTV during the class period to the detriment of consumers. Attorneys for the class action, the class alleged in the new claim against Google and YouTube. The effort to provide NFL control and influence over Google's pricing comes at a time when the league has filed what's known as a motion for summary judgment in the case. The basic argument in such motions is that there is no need for a trial because there is no dispute regarding any material fact that must resolve by the jury, and that the case can be resolved by the judge applying the law to the undisputed record in the case. Okay, so in other words, they don't want to go before a jury because they might lose. I mean, let's just put it out there, right? The question becomes whether the NFL fixed Sunday ticket pricing in a way that violates antitrust law. Ruh-roh. Suggestions have emerged that Apple, which bid on the package, wanted to make Sunday ticket available to consumers at a much lower price. Wow. The league enjoys a broadcast antitrust exemption, but there could be limits to the application of the license to shop TV rights as a collective. This litigation could test and could show that there are certain things that can't be undone when it comes to setting the price and the terms that consumers must pay to watch their favorite team's game if those games aren't broadcast in the relevant local market. And, you know, part of the whole issue that a lot of NFL fans have right now with the league, and when I say unfriendliness, because now Thursday Night Football is going to have a couple of games that are flexed, which is going to cause a traveling nightmare, is the fact that they're moving any games to streaming whatsoever. Okay? And the fact is, I think there is this perception anyway. I feel like the NFL sort of jumped the gun with moving to streaming. Okay? Thursday Night Football, and of course, NFL, once again, not listening to fans, moving a playoff game to Peacock, which is an NBC streaming service. Now, I've got Peacock because they got the WWE Network, and the pay-per-views are on there. As long as you got Peacock, you get the pay-per-views. Well, this playoff game will now stream only on Peacock. No longer will a playoff game be even on ESPN necessarily. One of these playoff games, and it may be that least amount of game that you always get that's like the two worst playoff teams in a certain conference, whatever. Okay? Fans are getting fed up with the idea that these things like playoff games and things like Thursday Night Football are no longer available on free OTA, over-the-air network television, which, by the way, is also a growing movement. There's a massive movement where people are getting rid of every streaming service and going back to free over-the-air antenna. And fans are pissed. Fans were pissed last year, and it reflected in the Thursday Night Football ratings. So you can see right here, Apple may have wanted to offer that a la carte or that much easier pricing. Let's cater to the fans a little bit more. Let's give the fans more options. The NFL evidently may not have wanted to do that. And it seems that Google and YouTube may not have wanted to do that either. It's a terrible look. Roger Goodell and the NFL, all right, whether it's their doings, Google, YouTube, they continue to take L's when it comes to what used to be just simply known as give the viewer what they want, give the customer what they want. That's been completely lost in today's society, right? The NFL is better be careful, because I've said this before, The NFL has been on a gravy train with biscuit wheels, okay? I mean, rolling along, massive ratings. It seems like nothing will burst the NFL's bubble. Something eventually will burst the bubble. There's just no. There was a time in this life where baseball, number one sport. All right? There was a time when NBA playoff games got 20-something million viewers. Well, the NFL feels like they're a juggernaut that cannot be toppled. But eventually, something they're going to do is going to snap a lot of people out. And it's going to hurt the league. It may not even be in my lifetime. But you get the point, you know. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 supporters. The NFL once again taking black eyes. Google, YouTube may be taking a black eye, and they may be in a bit of trouble here. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.